Club records. Largest victories. List of the largest victories of AFC Ajax, with at least 5 goals scored. Largest defeats. List of the largest defeats of AFC Ajax, with at least 5 goals conceded. Biggest European comebacks. List of the biggest comebacks of AFC Ajax, where Ajax lost the first leg of the match, but then advanced after winning the return leg. Biggest European eliminations. List of the biggest eliminations of AFC Ajax, where Ajax suffered the largest defeat on aggregate score of a European tournament. Team records. All-time top scorers. This list consists of Ajax players that have scored more than 50 goals in official competitions for the first team. There are a total of 17 players that have scored 100 goals or more. Luis Suarez was the last player to reach this mark. Piet van Rooyen is first on the list with 273 goals. Between 1929 and 1938, he was the club top scorer for 9 straight seasons, scoring an average of 1 goal per match. Ajax top scorers by season. Here is a list of players who have finished as the club top scorers for Ajax by season. In the 1958-59 season, Wim Blagenberg and Piet van der Kuil tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 15 goals, while Piet van der Kuil led the club with 30 goals scored overall. In the 1969-70 season, Johan Cruyff and Dick van Dijk tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 23 goals, while Johan Cruyff led the club with 33 goals scored overall. In the 1988-89 season, Dennis Bergkamp and Stefan Pettersson tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 13 goals, and overall with 16 goals scored. In the 1996-97 season, Patrick Kluivert and Jari Litmanen tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 6 goals, and overall with 8 goals scored. In the 1998-99 season, Jari Litmanen and Benny McCarthy tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 11 goals, while Jari Litmanen led the club with 13 scored overall. In the 2004-05 season, Ryan Babel and Wesley Sneijder tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 7 goals, while Ryan Babel led the club with 9 goals scored overall. In the 2013-14 season, Davy Klaassen and Kolbjørn Sigthorsson tied as the club's leading scorers in league matches with 10 goals, while Lasse Skåne led the club with 13 goals scored overall. 40-plus goals in one season. Here is a list of players who have scored more than 40 goals for Ajax in a single season. Youngest players to debut. Here is a list of the youngest Ajax players to debut for the club in Eredivisie history. Players to score on their debut. Here is a list of the youngest Ajax players to score on their debut in Eredivisie history. Youngest players to score a goal. Here is a list of the youngest Ajax players to score a goal in Eredivisie history. The list also includes how many matches were played prior to scoring. Top 5 youngest to score an own goal. Here is a list of the top 5 youngest Ajax players to score an own goal in Eredivisie history. Highest scoring in the National Cup. Here is a list of the players who have scored the most goals for Ajax in the KNVB Cup, with at least 5 goals scored. Equals highest in a single cup match equals. Here is a list of the players who have scored the most goals for Ajax in a single KNVB Cup match, with at least 3 goals scored. Highest scoring in the Champions League. Here is a list of the players who have scored the most goals for Ajax in the Champions League, with at least 4 goals scored. Players with most appearances. Here is a list of the top 10 Ajax players who have played the most number of matches for Ajax. Most successful managers. Here is a list of the Ajax managers who have won the most national titles at the helm of Ajax. In May 1985, the Driemanschap, English, three-man team, Tony Bruin Slot, Spitzkone and Cor van der Hart succeeded Aad de Ramos as interim managers. Managers with consecutive titles. Here is a list of the Ajax managers who have won the most consecutive national titles at the helm of Ajax. Top 25 most expensive transfers. Here is a list of the top 25 most expensive transfers in the club's history for both the club acquisitions and departures. AFC Ajax prize winners. At the end of each season, Ajax have awarded their top player of the season, the top talent of the season and the top prospect from their training ground at Toekomst, the future, with the following awards. Since 1993, the AFC Ajax Player of the Year, Dutch, Ajax van het jaar, is awarded the Rinus Michels Award. The AFC Ajax Talent of the Year, Dutch, Talent van het jaar, is awarded the Marco van Basten Award since 1994. The club's top prospect from the training ground, the Talent of the Future, Dutch, Talent van de Toekomst, has been awarded the Ajax Swart Award since 1999. VVCS Gala Prize winners. The VVCS Gala is an annual gala which takes place at the end of each season, where the best Dutch footballer, best keeper, top scorer of the Eredivisie, and the Talent of the Year are awarded. Here are a list of Ajax players who have received awards at the gala in the past. Dutch Footballer of the Year. Dutch Footballer of the Year is an award honoring the best Dutch football player in the Eredivisie. Now the Golden Boot is award to the best footballer. When the two awards used to be presented separately in the past, the prize is nominated by De Telegraaf and Voetbal International, and is presented at the VVCS Gala. Dutch Goalkeeper of the Year. The Dutch Goalkeeper of the Year was a title awarded to the best goalkeeper of the Dutch Eredivisie. The prize was awarded at the gala from 1987 to 2004. Until 1997, the prize was awarded annually, but was awarded by the season after 1998-99. Dutch Talent of the Year. The Dutch Talent of the Year was a title awarded to the best talent of the Dutch Eredivisie from 1984 to 2004. It was merged with the Johan Cruyff Bridges the following season. Dutch Manager of the Year. The Dutch Professional Manager of the Year is a title awarded to the best professional manager of the Dutch Eredivisie from 2003 to present. It is known as the Rinus Michels Award, not to be confused with the AFC Ajax Award by the same name. Eredivisie Top Scorers. Here is a list of Ajax players who have finished the season as top scorer of the Dutch Eredivisie. Ajax players on the Dutch national team. Here is a list of players who have played for the Netherlands national football team while playing for Ajax. The first column reflects the players' caps for the national team during their tenure at Ajax, while the second column shows the players' total appearances. The third column represents the amount of goals scored in total, except when marked with an asterisk, which indicates goals conceded in case of a goalkeeper. Statistics accurate as of the 16th of November 2014 after the match against Latvia. Ajax players on international cups. Here is a list of Ajax players who have competed on international cups, including the FIFA World Cup, the UEFA Euro Cup, the Copa America and the Africa Cup of Nations. To this date no Ajax players have participated in the AFC Asian Cup, the CONCACAF Gold Cup, the Caribbean Cup and the OFC Nations Cup while playing for AFC Ajax.